Please help. If you see this, please comment to let me know you are here. I really need assurance. I'm scared. I don't know what to do now. This morning I woke up like normal, brushed my teeth, and headed out to buy breakfast. When I stepped out of my apartment, I realized my neighbor, who always wakes up at the same time, wasn't there watering her plants. That was the first red flag, since she never misses watering her plants. Later, I left the building and there was absolutely no one. I thought it was a result of the pandemic at first, but as I walked to the bakery, I saw no one else. The bakery was open, but empty, completely empty. After that, I was a bit freaked out since the lights were on and everything, but no one was there, so I tried taking the subway, which was usually crowded, just to ease up. But there was no one there. The subway was open and everything. The turnstiles were working, but no one was there. The subway even came on time, but it was empty. I took the subway a few stops just to see if anyone would get on, but no one did. I quickly checked the news to see if there was some sort of lockdown, but there was nothing. I've been walking around the streets, but I don't see anyone. It sounds like that one SpongeBob episode where SpongeBob finds himself alone. It's so creepy. Another thing that freaks me out is that there are no animals as well. No birds in the sky, and I haven't even seen a single ant. I've tried calling everyone on my contacts, but no one picked up. I'm just going to stay put for now and ask the internet what's going on. I'm almost in a full-blown state of panic now because it's almost 5 p.m. and I still haven't seen a single soul. Also, a few hours earlier, I thought I heard someone as I was walking down a road on a hill past a bookstore. Same as a bakery, the bookstore was open, but there was no one inside. As I stepped in, I could distinctly hear breathing, but I saw no one. It really freaked me out, and even worse was when I turned to leave the stack of books that fell over. It scared me so much. There wasn't even anyone. It happened a few more times as I kept walking, trying to look for someone. Things falling over, cars honking, weird noises. It's like everyone died and became a ghost, and now 90% of the population is hunting me. Another thing is that everything seems to be working fine. The subway works, electricity still works. The creepiest things are the TV and radios though. On TV, they are showing normal things like the news, just that there aren't any humans. It's so creepy. Imagine a normal news scene, but there's no one there. It's just an empty room, but the scenes still switch and everything. The radio just plays music as well, and has pauses like someone's supposed to be talking. Even on Reddit, there's posts, but there isn't any text. And in every image or video, there are no humans or animals. Just empty, silent landscapes that should have people inside. I'm heading back to my apartment now, because I don't know what to do, and I'm really scared right now. It's so surreal to be alone for so long. I just hope that I'm not the last person alive on Earth or something. Please respond. It would help me a lot to calm me down, to know that there's at least someone else, even if they are on the other side of the world. Please, help me. My name is Kayla, and I work overnights at a hotel as front desk rep. The work is pretty easy, and my managers and coworkers are fun and laid-back people. Really, I love my job. I get all the free snacks, and I want from the snack cupboard in the hotel. When I work, it's late enough that I don't deal with a lot of guests. Honestly, the hardest thing about my job is staying awake. But there's been strange things happening since I started working here a couple of months ago. Some of these things apparently were going on long before I ever joined, so my coworkers and managers told me not to worry about it, but it's difficult. The first thing is that one of our automatic doors always open on their own, even when they're locked. It's as if some mischievous little kid keeps running back and forth in front of the center to make the doors open and close. We've had people look at them to figure out if it's an electrical issue, but they can never find anything wrong. It wouldn't matter so much if it wasn't a security issue, since the door and the entrance to the lobby, that is pretty easy to ignore. Just chalk it up to a weird sensor problem or something. The other weird thing is the hotel dog. Our hotel pet is friendly, so it's not uncommon to see people walking around with their pups, and it's one of the perks of the job. However, there is one dog that wanders the hotel that is only seen at night. It's this big black dog that's really skinny. I first noticed him on the cameras one night around 2 in the morning. He was wandering the hall of the second floor, and at first I worried someone had accidentally let their dog out. Then it stopped and looked up at the camera. I felt my heart drop into my stomach because it seemed like it was looking directly at me, like it could see me through the camera. I wasn't sure what to do. I couldn't just start calling rooms and ask if someone was missing their dog. While I was frozen in confusion and a little fear, the dog suddenly disappeared. I don't mean it walked away, I mean it vanished. I was staring at it on the camera and suddenly it just wasn't there. I thought maybe I was hallucinating from the lack of sleep. I'd been having nightmares the past couple of days and hadn't been sleeping well, so I tried to just blame it on that. Then I saw it again. Not on the camera this time, but in front of me. I was running through disinfecting some of the chairs and tables in the lobby when suddenly, there it was, just staring at me from down the hallway, like it had when it looked at the camera. It felt wrong. I love dogs, and I have 4 of them. I'm usually one of the first people to run up to pet a dog the second I see it. This didn't feel like a dog. It looked like one, but there was something off about it that I couldn't quite put my finger on. And just like the last time, it was 2 in the morning. I tried to open my mouth, to talk to it, to call it over or tell it to go away, something, but my mouth wouldn't work. My body wouldn't listen to me. Then it started stalking towards me, not walking, stalking, like a wolf after its prey. Fear flooded my body and moved my legs as I dashed back to the front desk. We have a small room that has an opening to the lobby, but that was better than nothing. I slammed the door closed and hid under the desk like a child. I could hear the scratch of claws across the hard wood in front of the desk and felt sick. I waited there for what felt like an eternity, but was only likely an hour until I felt safe enough to slowly come out of hiding. I asked my coworkers and managers about the dog, and they all clammed up. None of them ever gave me a direct answer other than, "Don't worry about it." But the looks in their eyes when I brought it up made my blood run cold. When I asked one of the maintenance guys about it, he looked like he'd seen a ghost. This man was normally so casual and funny, always cracking jokes and smiling, but suddenly he looked away from me and quickly ended the conversation with a, "We aren't supposed to talk about it." When I pressed for more information, he just shook his head and walked away. For a month after that, he wouldn't talk to me. I started waking up with bruises and scratches on my body after that second night with the strange dog. I tried to think it was perhaps just from playing with my dogs. They're all big boys and can be rough during play, but these were larger bruises than one of my dogs left. One morning, I woke up with the one that started on my lip, and went down just past the middle of my thigh. It looked like someone had hit me with a baseball bat. That night, when I went in the elevator, it was out of order, meaning I had to take the stairs to get to the storage room on the 4th floor, where we kept the things to restock our snack cupboard. I always hated taking the stairs because they always creeped me out. The staircase was always much colder than the rest of the hotel for some reason. So cold that it made my joints feel stiff and my fingertips go numb if I was in there too long. While walking up the stairs, I started to shiver, even in my hoodie. It seemed like the further I went up, the colder it got, which was odd. Around the 2nd story, I started hearing an extra set of footsteps behind me. I thought perhaps it was just an echo of my own. Then I heard those steps running up the stairs behind me. I panicked and ran up the stairs until I reached the 3rd floor and rushed into the hall. I didn't care about them getting on the 4th floor. I unlocked one of the storage rooms on that floor and ran inside and slammed the door behind me. As it locked, I heard scratching on the door, like a creature trying to get in. I stayed in the storage room until the maintenance man opened the door and hugged me. I started crying out of fear and relief. I was so scared and didn't know what to do. I wasn't going back to those stairs on my own. He joined me on the 4th floor, then all the way back down, and even helped me restock the cupboard. The rest of that night, he sat at the front desk with me until I was relieved at 7 a.m. I haven't gone back into the stairs since that night, and I refuse. Anytime I see the dog on the cameras now, I hide under the desk and just wait for a while. I don't know what to do. I love my job, but there's so many things that happen. More than just the doors and with a weird dog. I'm so scared and tired. Thank you guys for listening to this story for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Now, thank you to all the Redditors that participated in this video, and their links will be down in the description, so be sure to go check them out. Once more, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Now, I'll see you guys in the next story, so don't forget to sit back, relax, and indulge in fear.